Hey guys, Dr. Carl Conforti here from Champion Wellness Centers. What I'd like to do is kind of share with you guys today some tips and tricks that you can implement in your life to make your life a lot healthier for you and your family. Now, I'm not asking you to live in a bubble or change all these different things and become overwhelmed, but I'd like to share you kind of my morning routine, and you can apply things that you can change in your life to number one, protect your number one asset, which is your health. We can't replace our health, so I think we can do things to really eliminate toxins and avoid health and disease by some of these tricks. So the first thing I always do is I always get in state, my mindset. I always leave my phone plugged here, so I'm not that snooze kind of guy. So I get up usually between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m. depending on the day. So a lot of times I'm programmed that I get out of bed before my alarm because I don't want to wake my wife up. She's a little moody in the morning. So I usually get up, and if my alarm's going off, I shut it off, turn the lights on. I usually read just a daily reading. I use The Power of I Am, Joel Epstein. It's just one little passage that you read, very quick, but it gets me in the state of mind that what am I going to do today to change the world? It's not just merely about living or going on with the day, but how can I be a better doctor? How can I be a better father? How can I be a better husband and really make a difference in the world today? So that gets my mindset going. I've got some little things here in my family. I've got 44 reasons that my wife loves me. So those are things that make me feel special. They make me feel great about my day. Next thing I always do is I kind of want to share some products that I use. Not very expensive, but just things that eliminate unnecessary toxins. So Jason, if you hear the brand Jason, it's a really great brand of products that eliminates a lot of the toxic things, parabens, sodium lauryl sulfates, things that can cause liver damage, can cause kidney damage, they can cause cancer. I always use, instead of regular toothpaste, I use what's called earth paste. It's kind of a little gritty. It won't damage the enamel on your teeth, but it doesn't have all those toxins. When you go to the dentist and you leave and you're like, oh my gosh, I can feel my teeth are so clean. This gives you that feeling every single time you brush your teeth, so I love it. And there's different brands. I like cinnamon. There's different flavors, mint. Jason always makes one too. My wife used this one. She doesn't like cinnamon. Mouthwash, I use Tom's. It just doesn't have harsh chemicals in there. A big one I'd like to really speak about for men and women, but mostly women, is a lot of women we find use antiperspirant deodorant. Well, antiperspirant prevents you from sweating. If you look at studies, the breast cancer, the upper outer quadrant of the breast is where they usually get cancer. And that's where all the lymph nodes are. And lymph nodes are made to filter out toxins. And how do they eliminate it is sweat. So thinking common sense wise, does it make sense to put an antiperspirant there to clog those pores so they can't sweat and all those toxins get backed up into your breast tissue? So men and women can both get cancer. So we use just a pure deodorant, a natural one that doesn't have all kinds of chemicals or toxins, and surely not an antiperspirant to clog that up. Jason, once again, is a great product. You can even go on Google and find some that you can make, or Amazon carries a lot. As far as shampoos, let me step into the shower here, but we use, once again, Jason is just a product. So when you go in the shower, think about this. You're putting hot water on you. You're opening your pores. Your skin is your largest organ. So does it make sense to rub all kinds of chemicals on there where your body actually absorbs that? So spend 50 cents, $1 or more, and get your kids and your family natural products that doesn't have those parabens or sodium lauryl sulfates in there. They even have, my kids are taking a shower in there, we also have the kids brand, and they also carry all different toothpaste for kids, things that kids would use. My wife likes to really have that smooth skin. Instead of putting lotions on after a hot shower, she'll use just Jason coconut oil. She smells awesome, and her skin's so soft, and I love it. So that's another good product that you can use. So usually what I do next before my morning workout where my breakfast is. I'll come down and I'll make my lemon water drink. So I'll usually just get a fresh organic lemon. Usually like to heat the water up. I like it a little bit warm. Some people can do it cold. The purpose for the lemon water is to detoxify the liver. Also, it can aid in increasing our metabolism and aid in weight loss. It's really good to clean that liver out. That's the main reason. But a lot of patients that we have do it will actually lose a lot of weight with it. So it's really good. If you don't like it, if it's too sour, you can add some stevia. I just squeeze a whole lemon into a glass. Wait till the water gets a little warm. All my water is filtered in my house. So I shower with filtered water, I drink filtered water, and then I just down it. And then I usually go down and I do my 12-minute surge or hit training. So we can take you down there and kind of show you what that's about also. All right, guys, so, I usually like to do a surge or burst training workout. They also call it hit high intensity training. Since it's so beautiful out a lot of times in Florida when the weather's great and not raining, I really like to do it outside. If not, you can do this in your family room. You can do this in a little spare bedroom. You don't need to have a gym. You can buy these balls and bands at Walmart for $30. You don't have to waste time by going to a gym. If you want to go to a gym, that's great too. I just choose to. Time efficiency in my life is very big for me. So if I can save time by driving to a gym for 30 minutes and 30 minutes back, and I can do my 12-minute hit training here, it saves me a lot of time. So, buy some bands at Walmart, or, a lot of sports places have it. You can get a couple exercise balls. The reason why we do this training, it's been tested. We work on Olympic athletes. I was in Rio working with USA Wrestling this year, is we want to do the least amount but get the most results. So like extra cardio, if you look at a marathon runner and you look at their body, and no offense against these people, but look at their body, or you look at a sprinter, we want full muscle bellies, we want lean muscle tissue. And when you do classic cardio, what happens is you actually increase cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and you decrease growth hormone and testosterone, which we want because those are our anti-aging hormones. So when you do this type of workout, it's the complete opposite. So in 12 minutes, 4 or 5 times a week, you can actually increase growth hormone naturally, increase testosterone, and lower your stress hormone cortisol. Who doesn't want to have lower stress? I think everybody out there. So what we kind of do, and I'll explain, I won't do all of it, but you pick exercises and you do them high speed but very controlled for 20 seconds. So for example, if I was going to do biceps today, I can get the band that fits me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a timer. To me, I just count because I've done it so long. I'm going to do 20 seconds of as fast as I can breathing. 20 seconds on, okay? We'll pretend that's 20 seconds, and then 20 seconds of rest. Deep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, really working your diaphragm, getting blood and oxygen in your tissues. Cancer doesn't like 3 things. It hates oxygen, it hates non-sugar, okay, and it hates a basic pH. So very important, some of the things I talked to you today about is not having sugar, okay, in your diets. Also making sure you maintain a normal pH. Lemon water, really good to help with that. And oxygen, doing this type of workouts brings oxygen in your blood, and cancer can't live in oxygen. So this is not only making you look and feel good, but in turn making you that much healthier. So I would, after 20 seconds, I'd go back and I'd do it again, high intensity, as fast as I can, not slow like this. You want to do high intensity, get that heart rate up. You really want to be burning fat. You want to be getting oxygen right into your bloodstream, pumping those muscles, pumping that heart, working your cardiovascular. So you pick 6 exercises and you do 3 sets. So it's 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Times 6 is only 12 minutes a day. So for abs, instead of going down and doing classic sit-up where it really puts a lot of stress on your lower back, I'll use an exercise ball to stabilize my lower back, and I'll do just crunches, really fast, isolated, where I'm not bouncing. Same thing, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So guys, after a good workout, we need to feed our body. We need a good breakfast, good nutrition. It's important. You don't want to go to the gym and work out, and then you ruin it by putting sugars and all kinds of different bad foods in your body. So 2 types of breakfast I kind of make for myself and my family is, if I'm on the go, it's just a quick protein shake, making sure I'm getting my essentials so I'm healthy throughout the day. So what I'll usually do is I'll use almond milk. If you really have to use milk, please at least buy organic grass-fed milk. But if you can do away with the milk, it's always better to do an unflavored almond milk or an unflavored coconut milk. So I just use there's many different blenders out there. I just use one that's kind of quick that I can get on the go. And we have our Champion Wellness Essentials. So what we did was, we're just tired of so many different products out there not having what they say in there, or not being real or organic or GMO free. So we came out with a simple, really affordable brand that is giving you what you really need when you're spending the money on it. So I like chocolate. My wife likes vanilla, and she uses it with organic mixed berries, and then the almond milk. And I'll use just chocolate. I use 1 scoop. It's 20 grams of protein, which I usually do. Sometimes I'll do a scoop and a half, depends on what kind of high intensity training I did. 1 scoop of chocolate, and it's a plant protein. A lot of people out there, they get the wheys and they just can't digest it, or there's a lot of bloating, or they upset stomach. And not saying there's not some awesome wheys out there, because there are, but if they're hot processed, they're really not going to do well with you. So we like a plant protein, and we developed one that's not really gritty. A lot of plant proteins out there are real gritty, and it's got the most highest essentials of plant protein. Of course, it's organic and GMO free, and your body really utilizes it without having that indigestion. Greens, a lot of people out there, it's just hard. Some people don't like vegetables, or even if they do eat vegetables, they have no idea where they're coming from. They're sprayed, the soil's not resting. They studies now from in the 70s, you ate 1 organic green thing of lettuce, not iceberg, but if you ate romaine, now you need 10 heads of it to get the same vitamins out of it. So this is 5 to 7 servings in 1 scoop, and I always add that to my protein drink. And you just use a tablespoon. So you can do 1 tablespoon into your protein shake, or it tastes great with water. We serve it in our office just for samples. We mix it. There's 2 flavors we have. We have apple, and we have a mint. I love the apple. My wife loves the mint. So this is really good for reducing inflammation. If you look at the top 3 leading causes of disease, it's inflammation. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes is all caused from inflammation. So the greens will help regulate your insulin levels, which lowers inflammation. They'll help regulate your immune system. Most people don't realize that your gut is about 80% of your immune system, and we take these unnecessary prescriptions at time. Antibiotics flush out, can kill all that bacteria, so you're left with a weakened immune system. So if we can build that up and keep that strong naturally, you're going to get sick a lot less. Your kids are going to get sick a lot less. What does that mean? Well, you're not going to be in bed and missing out on things you do in your life, or work, or playing, or kids from school. So all these videos we do is all about what? Protecting your number 1 asset. It's your health. We can't replace that. Any money in the bank, all the houses, all the cars, those aren't your number 1 assets. You got to protect your health. You can't buy another health, okay? So getting back to that, so omegas, very important. Good fats in our body. Omegas, cardiovascular. Our brain is encased. We have over 2 trillion cells that are encased in fatty acids. We want to make sure our liver, our kidneys are working properly. So what we do is, a lot of fish oils out there taste, smell fishy, you burp up the fish. Not at all with this one. So my kids are like, can I have 2 tablespoons, Daddy? I'm like, no, you only need, a half for you guys. My wife loves it. So when we formulated it, taste was a big factor in making sure there's no, burping or anything where you're tasting fish. So we do 1 tablespoon. Tastes amazing. We can't keep it on the shelves in our office. Patients have no idea how we can get it taste so well and get all these essentials. The other thing is we've got digestion. I don't really have a problem with, going to the restroom, not to be, up front, but a lot of women do. So what they'll do is they'll put a scoop of this, really high in fiber, make sure it cleans out your intestinal tract. So once again, immune system, 80%. It's important to have that cleaned out so you can absorb all your vitamins, all your nutrients. So if you're eating good and that's all clogged up, you're really not absorbing that. So very, very important. Now, how many know out there that have inflammation, degenerative joint disease, or they have, people that get a lot of headaches and they're just popping ibuprofen? Well, NSAIDs, non-steroid anti-inflammatories, are the #1 cause of kidney failure in the US today. And most people think, oh, they're safe. I buy them at CVS or Walgreens or whatever. No, you keep taking those and they're going to eat away your kidneys, eat away at your liver. So we developed a natural inflammation. It's got turmeric. It's got some awesome properties in here so instead of taking ibuprofen, when we're working on our patients with the cause to get rid of the cause of their headaches or their inflammation, they need something to just kind of minimize their symptoms. This inflammation is great, and they'll take 3 twice a day, but just as maintenance, I take 1 twice a day just to make sure my body doesn't have a lot of inflammation. The other thing is a cleanse. A lot of people, I gotta do a cleanse. I ate bad through the holidays, or I've been eating really bad. I want to cleanse my liver, cleanse my kidneys. This is a cleanse product that we offer. So you do 2 scoops, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Just mix it with water, put it in your protein smoothie. And I usually do the cleanse probably 2 to 3 times a year. But I also do 1 scoop a day just to keep my body and my liver and kidneys cleansed. And not a lot of, just taking those, I see a lot of patients come in and they've got a list of everything. They read an article and I should take this, I should take that. We like to keep it simple. We understand time is an essence, money is an essence. So we don't want you guys wasting your money and it's like a full-time job taking some of these supplements. We want it to create it easy, but most importantly, getting you what you really need. Not more than you really need, but what you really need so you can utilize it and get on with your day and live a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so usually I'll finish this. I'll just kind of tell you guys, I'll put the almond butter in there, blend it up. Sometimes I'll put a little piece of banana, not much, and I'll blend it up. And that's kind of my on the go, go and take it. Next thing, if I've got time or on the weekends, my kids love eggs, I'll make eggs and I'll use, any kind of, I love Nellie's, but it's free range, cage free eggs. Very, very important. I know it's $4 or $5 a dozen instead of $1.99, but what happens is when they give these chickens different feed with hormones and steroids in it, you're putting that in your body. So I always tell people, you are what you ate, but you're also what they ate too. So if these cows are eating and they're getting injected with trimbolone acetate or growth hormone or steroids, you're putting that in your body, and that's causing cancer, inflammation, all these different diseases. So spend the extra money and make sure you're buying good eggs or good dairy, okay? Oils, a lot of people ask me, Doc, what's the best oil? So I usually cook with avocado oil is a very high heat oil, okay? So if you don't like the taste of coconut, they're both high heat oils, so you can fry with these, you can heat them up, they don't break down the properties. They're really healthy, good fats. My wife doesn't like the taste of coconut, so she used avocado. A lot of people ask me, hey, well, what about olive oil? Olive oil is awesome for your salads, for your dippings, but they say it has a lower heat point, so you don't really want to heat it on high heat. So we actually use this, and there's another oil called grapeseed oil that you can also use. You don't want to use canola or the vegetable oils. Canola oil actually stands for Canadian oil low acid. It was actually made for engineering of big machines and to lubricate those, but for years, canola is really healthy. No, it's toxic for you. So if you can stick to avocado, coconut, grapeseed for your high heat oils, and the olive for your salad dressings and your dippings, that's the way to go. So guys, I want to kind of wrap up today. I know it was maybe a long video, but I just wanted to give you key tips and tricks. It literally takes me to do everything, including my workout, probably 20 to 22 minutes. And like these little tips and tricks, if you can incorporate those in your life, your family's life, I can assure you, you're gonna become a champion with your health. And once again, I don't mean to beat it like a dead horse, but what's your #1 asset? Is it, my goal, my big why in life is my family. I want to be around for walking my kids down the aisle. I want to be around for my grandkids. I don't want to be in a nursing home or assisted living facility, or more importantly, dead. So these little things I can do now can make myself, my family, my patients, and you healthier.